For most people, when you think of Florida, you think warm sand, bright sun glistening over the ocean waters, beautiful homes, people in swimsuits laughing, having a good time, going to the club, drinking beer, etc. But for me, when I think of Florida, I think family, specifically my father's side of the family. So, nothing good to say the least. In case you didn't already figure it out somehow, I did go to Miami last week to spend some time with my mom, which I had a good time, but also to deal with some private family issues. So, needless to say, by the middle of the week, I was Googling nervous breakdown symptoms. Don't worry, I am so close to finding a therapist. Like, I can feel it. The first therapist I contacted had a wait list, so needless to say, she was not accepting new clients. The second therapist was only accepting out of network clients. So, the third time, I really do think is gonna be the charm. But enough about therapy and my family, because you guys are here to watch some thrifting. I will say, going thrifting with my mom was definitely a highlight of my week, and also going to the beach, because I've discovered really recently that I actually do enjoy the ocean and I don't hate it like 12-year-old me thought. Isn't that crazy how people grow and change? Anyways, on to the thrifting.
The first thrift store we went to was a big warehouse. It was very similar to Goodwill bins in that they had big bins full of clothes that you had to sift through, except that it was a lot more expensive. It was $7 a pound, which doesn't sound like a lot, but especially if you're getting a jacket can weigh 3 pounds, and then you're paying $20 plus for a secondhand jacket that you found in a big old box and also isn't even in like perfect condition, which like isn't the worst price, but you definitely find better prices at Goodwill bins. But this was still interesting. I think I found it on Reddit when I was looking for thrift stores because I used to go thrifting a lot when I lived in Miami, but I haven't lived there for almost 10 years now. So I don't really know what thrifting's like. And it was just a very different experience than the experience I had thrifting in Miami growing up and as a teenager. I did end up getting this jacket just because I really liked the neck and how it clasps. I think that's very different. And it was a little baggy, but it also has like ties, like drawstrings that you can like cinch the waist with. And I just think it's really cute. And I don't have a lot of oversized leather jackets. A lot of them are more fitted or honestly kind of small on me. I need to sell them. But now on to the second thrift store. If some of my clips are kind of awkward, it's because I try my best when I'm filming to not film strangers because I don't want to film people without their consent. Red, White, and Blue is a thrift store I went to a lot when I was younger. It was very packed, like just a lot of people were there, even though I think I went during the week. But yeah, there was a lot of people, so it was kind of hard to look at everything or to film everything, but I did not really find anything, which isn't surprising because I think a lot of the time, as a plus size person, first of all, I can't even find anything in my size. And then the things I do find that I think would fit me just aren't very cute, or they're just fast fashion brands. Like, I'm not really someone who wants to thrift Shein, H&M, Zara, Princess Polly. I will admit that in the previous clip when I tried saying Princess Polly, I did say Polly Pocket. There was another thrift store right next door, so we walked over there. The only thing I found were these chairs, which I thought were really cool, and I would have heavily considered getting them if I could transport them on a commercial plane without spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. This thrift store did seem to be a bit more furniture and home goods focused. Like, obviously, there's shoes and there were clothes, but there were only like a few racks of clothes. It wasn't a lot. There was definitely way more furniture, which would be great if you live in Miami or like near Miami. But for me, I already at that point had packed a small carry-on that was stuffed. Like, you should have seen me trying to pack up my carry-on with just the leather jacket I got. I had to end up wearing it to the airport because between that and other things I got, I was literally like laying on it, planking on it, trying to just squeeze it shut. Do you want to see Loaf trying to drink my water? Anyways, this last thrift store has a semi-special place in my heart because this is the Goodwill I'd go to with my mom and my best friend growing up. The contents of the store, though, are a different story. I did find this really funny shirt, though, that reminded me of like 2013 Forever 21 or Ross, and it just actually made me laugh to myself. I think I got a strange look from somebody, but whatever. It is what it is. And there were a lot more clothes here, but just once again, thrifting in general, trying to find stuff that fits you and is also in the style you like is extremely hard. I gave it one last shot with the blazers and the sunglasses.
And once again, we found nothing. Also, my phone's about to die. Well, now it's a video.
Hi, honey.
Why are you still staying still?
Hello.
I hope you enjoyed those beach shots. Anyways, a couple days later, we went to a antique mall. I went with my mom and her best friend, and I did find this top, but I wasn't completely sure about it just because I couldn't see what it looked like without my black top underneath. It was kind of giving Pilgrim, honestly. Anytime I see black and white together, I'm like, oh, Pilgrim, even though that's not how that works. Afterwards, we went to Festival Flea Market, which is in Pompano Beach, I believe. And inside of Festival Flea Market, there's an antique mall. So they had a lot of cool stuff. The clothes are really cool. Obviously, they were vintage, so most of them, if not all of them, too small for me. What else is new? I am someone who really does enjoy just kind of looking around at stuff. Like, this is definitely a place, or like any antique mall you go to, where you can walk around and just kind of look at stuff for hours. There were a lot of pretty home good things. I really enjoyed these purses. I don't know if it was me misreading tags, but a lot of the things seemed expensive. Like, I couldn't tell if they were trying to say $2 or $200, and it didn't have just like a 2 and like those 2 tiny zeros next to it. It would be like 200 with another 2 zeros, and these were prices for things that were definitely not worth $200. So I don't know what was going on here. I'm gonna be so real with you all. At a certain point, I got so overstimulated by the amount of stuff in there. And this is like less than a week after I fractured my toe. So I went to go sit down after filming these clips to rest because I just could not be inside of here anymore.
As you can see, that thrift day was a bit of a flop, but also not really, because while I did only find one thing, I've been kind of really making it a mission the past several months to only buy things I genuinely like. Like, if I look at something and I feel kind of like meh or ambivalent towards it, I don't buy it, even though I used to do that a lot, especially as a plus size person, because when you go to a thrift store and you see something that's in your size, you're so used to not finding clothing that fits you or comes in your size that you think that means I have to buy this. Like, I have to grab this while I have the opportunity. And I'm just really trying not to do that anymore and only buy pieces that I genuinely like and not just pieces that happen to fit me. Even though I only found one thing, as per usual, I am not going to let you all starve, okay? I am going to feed you. I was gonna say like a mother should, but I'm gonna be real with you all. I really do not like it when people call me mother, especially when they use the mommy variation. I am not a fan of that at all. Not only am I going to style the jacket that I actually got in Miami, but I'm going to style a couple other pieces that I've either gotten through eBay or were gifted to me. Also, I'm very much over winter. It is technically March now, but I know that winter does not end in March, so my outfits might be a little bit more spring leaning because I'm ready for spring. Very simple explanation. Let the styling commence. Sorry, quick water break. Who knew posing could make you so thirsty? I'm back. I am just now realizing that you can see my horribly disorganized dresser over there. Don't look over there, look at me. Let's just move this a little. There, now it's like no mess ever existed. Only if you lack object permanence. Sorry if you hear me shifting in my heels at all. I have issues standing still, apparently. Also, therapy update for the real ones who care. I did find a therapist, and I have an appointment for next week. So, woo! Manifested. I knew that the third time would be the charm. Oh wait, I almost forgot my co-host. Here's the co-host, Loaf, and she hates it. Yeah, she doesn't like it. Sorry guys, but she works on her own time. Also real quick, but I have noticed in my analytics that a lot of you watch my videos and aren't subscribed, which, why the hell not? In all seriousness, if you guys do enjoy watching my videos, please subscribe and like and comment if you feel like it, because that allows me to keep making these videos. And yeah, I'm done with a little speech, okay? Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and me and Loaf will see you in my next one. Bye.